What's going on, guys? It is Killer Drone, and welcome to a different type of video than we normally do here on my channel. So, as you guys know, Ark Survival Evolved is my biggest series here on the channel, and the creators of Ark Survival Evolved have come out with a brand new game that is releasing on the 19th of December, 2018, so here in just a few days, and I figured I'd go ahead, I'd cover the trailer with you guys as well as some of the promo materials. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and let's get started. This is the trailer that was released at the Game Awards in 2018, and I just want to watch through it with you guys, kind of give you my opinion, and we'll see where this thing goes. So let's go ahead and start this video. Okay, so right off the bat, we're here in a town square with a bunch of people. Now, I'm wondering if these are players or NPCs, because there's a couple of things that I already know about the game. Apparently, there are 40,000 players in one globe, which is what they're calling their world. Now, this globe is basically 50 or so times bigger than a normal Ark map, and there's 40,000 people all exploring these globes. So what I'm wondering is, are these NPCs here, or are these characters that they've kind of staged? I'm not really sure. Let's go ahead and continue on here. Looks like some marketplaces. Okay, so the ships are first person, it looks like, which is interesting. So you're probably going to need an entire crew in order to run your ship. There looks to be another person sitting here. Okay, definitely leaning into the multiplayer aspect, which isn't a bad thing. Looks like a cinematic shot there. Oh, hold up. That's a Hydra. That is a Hydra with a big troll. And it looks like a bunch of pirates are just fighting. I don't know. They said that this is a pirate game, but all I've seen so far is knights. This dude is totally in knight armor, and so are these guys. We're in the Dark Ages. This isn't a pirate game. Okay, this looks a little more piratey. Hello, Mr. Shark. I wonder if they're actually going to have underwater aspects to this game. That would be really cool. If you could, like, actually go underwater as well. Big whales. So there's actually sea creatures. It also looks like there is a ship that has been shipwrecked way up on one of these icebergs. That's pretty cool. That may just be like part of the map, though. You may not be able to get up there, but that may just be like a backdrop, but still pretty cool. Okay, another type of elemental demon thing here. And also looks like you are hunting for treasure. So I'm assuming, just based off of this, that you're going to be going into these ruins and things like that, looking for treasure. X marks the spot, and whenever you get close to the treasure, there's going to be something that you have to fight here. This is just all conjecture, by the way. I don't know anything about this game yet, but it looks really cool. Hopefully some of the promo materials will tell us a little bit more about what we're seeing here later on. So let's go ahead and continue on. Okay, so we have dual-wielded guns. Actually looks pretty decent. This looks a little bit better than what they have, or what they had going in Ark. This actually looks a little bit more Skyrim-ish. Bunch of enemies with, like, glowing magic stuff. So I'm assuming there's going to be, like, some type of magical aspects in the game as well. That was a bar fight. Looks like some one-on-one pirate fighting as well. Lots of first-person and third-person action, it looks like. Looks like you get to siege on land buildings. That's pretty cool. If you get to, like, take down castles and stuff from the sea, that would be absolutely amazing. Now, I wonder if all of these bases that are being shown, if they're being built by players, or if there are some towns that are naturally generated. Because I would like some towns to be naturally generated and maybe have them as no fight zones or something, to where you can, like, buy materials or something. I don't know exactly how the game is going to work, but I think that could be cool. If it's like Ark Survival Evolved, where it's strictly a survival game where you start from nothing and there's no type of, like, economy or anything like that, I think that it's going to fail. But if it's more of like a Destiny mixed with kind of a Sea of Thieves mixed with Ark Survival Evolved, I think it's going to be good. And that probably made no sense. We need the adventureness of the Sea of Thieves We need like Destiny's loot system where you can get different rarities of items that you can find around the world or that you can buy with in-world currency. Not like microtransactions or anything like that. And then Ark Survival Evolved where you can like battle big creatures, maybe tame some smaller creatures, stuff like that. That could be really cool. And then Ark's building aspects wouldn't be bad if they improved upon the original building and like, you know, basically made S Plus available. That would be huge. Let's continue watching here. Okay, so this is totally the Ark build system. I can see that from a mile away, and it looks like you're going to be raiding people. That's pretty cool, actually. Take that thing down. Sinking ships. You can go underwater. Okay, now hold up. This is a pirate game. I'm pretty sure this is newer technology, though. This helmet with the cord. I'm pretty sure that wasn't during the Pirates' time. I could be highly mistaken here, but I'm pretty sure that was way after the Pirates' time. I mean, I guess there are technically pirates in modern age today, but whatever. Modern age pirates aren't using sailboats. This is some type of kraken, it looks like. That's pretty cool. And we ported over the Wyvern from Ark Survival Evolved. Okay, that's interesting. I can't tell. That looks to be a player on the back right there. So why would you ever use ships if you can just ride on a Wyvern and torch the ships? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I guess maybe unless that's in-game. That's Atlas. Open World Survival MMO. Set sale December 13th on Steam. Okay. So I have many more questions. How are they going to be handling the MMO aspect? Is it going to work like World of Warcraft or RuneScape or one of those old MMOs? Kind of like Elder Scrolls Online, where when you log out, you're safe? Or is it going to be how they did the Ark MMO, where whenever you log out, your base is still susceptible to being attacked by people, which I think that would be kind of stupid. I don't like games that do that. That's why I play single player on Ark, is because I don't like having my stuff wrecked whenever I get offline. But that's just me. I don't have a ton of time to play games because I'm constantly creating YouTube content. So I'm not really sure. I know that they are doing dedicated servers for this. So like G-Portal is offering servers for Atlas that people can buy and rent. So I'm assuming that they're going to go more of the Ark server route rather than something like what Elder Scrolls Online or something like that has. But I don't know. I think I would really much rather the Elder Scrolls Online type stuff. Okay, so as you can see there, it says December 13th. It was supposed to already be out. Obviously, that plan got changed, and it's been moved back to December 19th. But let's go ahead and let's head over to the Steam page now, and we will cover some of the stuff that is on there. So here's my Steam page, and let's just cover about this game. So from the creators of Ark Survival Evolved comes Atlas, a massively multiplayer first and third-person fantasy pirate adventure. Atlas will host up to 40,000 players exploring the same globe simultaneously with an unprecedented scale of cooperation and conflict. So I'm assuming that all of these players, all 40,000 of them, can choose to either cooperate or kill each other, which makes some pretty high stakes. Stake your claim in an endless open world as you conquer territory, construct ships, search for buried treasure, assemble forts, plunder settlements, and hire crew to join your powerful, growing armada. Start small, then expand your spheres of influence from a small island up to an unstoppable pirate empire that spans across the oceans. Okay, well, the people that you can hire, is that actual players, or can you hire NPCs too? Because that's important. If I can solo have an entire pirate brigade, that would be awesome. That would be amazing. I mean, even if I had to have like a couple of friends, that wouldn't be bad. But like, how are you supposed to like launch like 200 ships without having NPCs? They gotta have NPCs as well, right? I don't know. Wage battle against enemy fleets as you single-handedly command large ships of war using the captaining system, or divide up to responsibilities among your trusted lieutenants. You can take control of any weapon directly with your character, dive deep into the briny water to explore permanent sunken wrecks, and recover salvage, unearth the loot from procedurally generated treasure maps and challenge zones, or complete challenging main quest lines. Team up with other aspiring adventurers and set sail into the vast ocean to discover new lands rich with region-specific elements, tame exotic, natural, and mythical creatures. So there are going to be tames. That's going to be really cool. So it does seem like it could be, like people are saying, and I see this online, and I know people are using it as clickbait, but people are calling this Ark 2, which honestly, it's been bothering me whenever people call it that, because just because the same game studios make another game does not mean that it's a sequel to the original game. So saying that like Super Smash Brothers is a sequel to Super Mario Odyssey just because they're both made by Nintendo developers doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But I understand that people are just putting that as clickbait for your title. So I guess that makes sense, kind of, but I guess as they have taming aspects in the game, I guess it is a little bit like Ark, but I still would not consider a pirate game the same as a game based off of dinosaurs. But that's just me. I don't know. Raid forgotten tombs, confront powerful ancient gods, and even build and administer your own colonies, cities, and civilizations to dominate the Atlas in this ultimate quest for fortune and glory. Oh, yo. Okay, MMO on the grand scale. Physically set sail in real time across vast oceans with the proprietary server. I'm not going to say that name right. Server network technology. Explorers will voyage to over 700 unique land masses over 45,000 square kilometers with thousands of discovery zones and 10 distinct world regions, each having their own unique resources, creatures, secrets, and environment hazards. There are separate PvE atlas for players who don't wish to play any PvP. There's a separate PvE atlas for players. Okay, so there is like a single player world is basically what I'm getting out of that. There's a separate single player world for PvE players that don't want to PvP at all. Okay. I like that choice. That's a good choice to have. That's exactly how Ark is set up. So thank you for that. I'll probably do a little bit of PvP, but PvE is probably going to be where I spend most of my time. Construct the ship of your dreams, plank by plank. Build dry docks and start with a dinghy rowboat. Okay. Just telling you about the different types of ships that you can make. That looks really cool. Which sails and where planks and gun ports. Every single structure piece has a physical weight and material to function exactly how you want. Okay, so they're going back with the materials. It looks like your boats are completely constructible however you want them to be. You get to captain your crew. Pirate PvP to the limit. Be the hero or the villain you were meant to be. MMO scale character progression systems include at launch over 15 disciplines with over 300 skills and a vast unlockable tree. Oh my lord, that sounds amazing. Goodbye Ingram system and hello different types of mains, basically. Okay, that's pretty cool. New feat system allows you to active and passive bindable character abilities, while new stat buff systems. Dude, this is reminding me a lot of Skyrim. I'm not going to lie. It sounds like Skyrim, but made by a different developer, basically. Wow. Okay, let's get a little bit. This has a brief history of Atlas, so let's get a little bit of the lore in here as well. Long ago, far above the watery world of Atlas, there once existed a magic-powered golden age, where great empires of the sky lived at peace alongside magical creatures flourishing upon floating continents above the clouds, all powered by a magical source of energy known as the Heart of the Goddess, granted by the powerful beings who dwelled in the stars beyond. However, a powerful warlord known as Zavos sought to unite the human civilizations over the magic kind and launched a war that broke the heart into pieces, unleashing a wave of destruction that shattered the floating landmasses and plunged them into the waters below. Wow, that is a complicated story already. Okay, so some dude named Zavos united all of the human civilizations to conquer magic. Wow, that got really deep. This is... Okay, that's a whole lot more story than I thought we were getting here. Many generations later, as living memory of the Sundering have faded into legend and the once plentiful magic energy has long since dissipated, descendants of the protectors of the heart of the goddess known as Pathfinders emerge from their provincial that's a word I've never seen before in my life. Oceanic lives to explore the new continents and islands and seek out the power they may yet contain. Across the vast new world, they'll encounter hostile creatures, technological remnants of the Golden Age past, and ultimately, the undying spirit of Zavos himself and his soulless army of the damned, still intent on recovering the pieces of the heart of the goddess to raise the continents once again under his vision. Okay, so this does not take place on an Earth. This takes place on a different type of area because it's talking about technological remnants of the Golden Age past. So that means that for whatever reason there was some type of really big technologically advanced time period civilization that crumbled, and now we're just finding the remnants of that great civilization. So this did not happen like on Earth. If the latest generation of Pathfinders can outwit and outgun Zavos and his legions and recover the heart pieces for themselves, they will be faced with the very same choice whether to attempt to restore the old world or build a new, better one. Alright, well that sounds like a very interesting game so far. There's still plenty here that if you guys want to read over, you can read over on the Steam page. It looks like a extremely interesting game, though, and I can't wait to play it. Level cap starter zones allow you to learn the ropes and meet new players in a safe space before you venture out into the great unknown, where the wind and destiny takes you beyond that is up to the gods. Okay, so there's even safe spaces for whenever you first start out. I like this. This game sounds like they learned things from Art. What? Like they learned things from Ark and are going to improve upon that to have an actual MMO experience, and I like that. I really hope that they kind of treat this a little bit like the Elder Scrolls Online as well. And I know that they're not going to take all the pages out of their book, but some of the things from that they could use to learn from. But anyway, guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I do hope that you enjoyed, and I hope that you enjoyed this style of video. Like I said, I've never done anything like this before, but hopefully you guys cared to, know my thoughts on Atlas. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. You guys have a great day.